The Detroit Lions still have concerns at pass rusher, and while we await the outcome of Davenport's injury, we don't know what's going to happen. Dan Campbell said on the radio station today, I forgot that everything is pushed back a day because we play Monday night. So instead of being on 97.1 the ticket on Tuesday, they were there Wednesday. Instead of us getting the injury report Wednesday, I think we get it Thursday. So everything is pushed back just a day. I do believe that the roster moves will still happen on Saturday. I'm not too certain about that. I can't remember how that goes. But he said today that they won't know more until later this week. Now, that could be as early as tomorrow, but they are very mum on the severity of this injury. So we don't know why. The last thing that we heard is that the Detroit Lions were looking for a second opinion on Marcus Davenport's injury. Well, actually, Marcus was. So usually that's not a good thing, but we will see how that works out. So in the meantime, I believe in Marcus Davenport. Just know that this shirt is 100% sarcasm, and you should have grabbed yours on fandrivenbrand.com before it was too late, because when he go down, if he put up for the season, dunzo, pull it off. So I would suggest you get your shirt right now before we get that news, because I'm getting rid of it soon as we get the news that he's out for the season. It's gone. Never to be brought back again, hopefully. If we have to make a part 2 next year. But Dan Campbell was asked about the pass rusher. Now, if you remember, Dan Campbell said that he was asked about the pass rusher position. You remember he said before the season started, before the season started, after the Eagles opened the season and got no sacks against their opponent. Dan Campbell said when it came to edge rusher depth and Zadarius Smith that we ain't good, but we still good. No, that's what Usher said. But what Dan Campbell said was, we're good. We're good, meaning we don't need his services at that right now. And at that moment, Zadarius Smith scrubbed his Instagram account of anything Detroit Lions. He wind up, well, actually he didn't, but he should have. And then wind up signing with the Philadelphia Eagles within 72 hours. So tells you that he was holding hope out for his return to the Detroit Lions. But there's a man that we signed that was from the practice squad of another team. We signed him last year. His name is Al-Quadin Muhammad. Now, this guy is a role player guy. He's a role player guy, not very many expectations of him. But what I saw from the comment section is that a lot of you felt energized. You felt like he made more of an impact than Marcus Davenport when he came in, that things went a little better once he got into the game. And it looks like Davenport won't be able to go this weekend. It seems that way. So Muhammad is going to have to step up. He's going to be used in more. Here's what Dan Campbell had to say. This is coming from Detroit Free Press. This was what he said on 97.1 about Muhammad. Says he's a significant role player for us, and there's a good chance he takes on more than he's been doing, but he's also earned that. Campbell said on 97.1, he's really improved just in the run game. And then his pass rush, he's able to squeeze the edge. Everything starts with power for him, and then he transitions off the rush. And if you watch him break out of the stack and run balls down, talk about population to the football. He's one of those guys, man. He is running to the football. So I thought he did a good job, and I like where he's at a lot. I really do. And he did say, Dan Campbell, that is, prior to this game, that I think it was either Dan Campbell or Kelvin Shepard, or maybe both, said it, that if we had more, the Lions only had a few snaps. It was like 47 snaps on defense. And Muhammad played quite a few of those. But that he would play more if it was the traditional 65 snaps or so that usually teams play on defense. It's somewhere between 60 and 65. Usually it's a good 10, 11 drives and 60 to 65 plays that Muhammad would play more. And he came through last year, made a little bit of an impact. I wouldn't call it a huge impact. I really wouldn't. But he has the ability to step up and make more of an impact this Sunday against the Baltimore Ravens. And talk about being baptized by fire, man. That's going to be something. Now, he was not part of the team the last time that the Detroit Lions played Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. So let's see if Muhammad makes a difference. But let's take a look at his stats. I remember making a video about this guy when we initially signed him. 6'3", 250, 30 years old. 30 years old, out of Miami, was actually a 6th-round pick in 2017. Why is he on this team? You'll see the correlation there that he was drafted by the New Orleans Saints back in 2017. So the Detroit Lions have some familiarity with him. So far, 3 solo tackles and 1 sack, with more playing time on the way. If we look at his rookie season, no sacks, didn't get any sacks until his 3rd season with the Indianapolis Colts, or his 2nd season with them, his 3rd season in the league. He had 3. His career year was his last year in Indy in 2021 when he had 6 sacks. Then he went to Chicago in 2022. In 2023, he did not participate in a game, I don't think. I think this is when he was all practice squad. Like, if you don't get elevated to a game during the season, you will not have any stats. If you're on the practice squad and you don't get elevated, you will not have any stats. So looks like that's probably what happened in 2023. And then we wind up bringing him in from, I forgot what practice. I think he was on a practice squad in 2023. I can't remember whose. We brought him in, and then he was able to play 9 games for us and make 3 sacks. This year, right now, in 2 games played, he has 1 sack so far. So am I comfortable with him being the number 2 guy? I'm not. I wasn't comfortable with Marcus Davenport being the number 2 guy. I'm just going to keep it a buck. All we've had for the past several years outside of Aiden Hutchinson is depth. That is all. From Romeo to Julian to Charles to Trey Flowers. A lot of y'all forgot we had Trey Flowers on this team in 21 and 22. I think he got relieved of his duties in 2022, I believe it was. Yeah, because I was still using the old thumbnail format. He has not been on this team in a while. We have not really had a guy opposite Aiden. I mean, and sometimes I think if Aiden didn't fall in our lap, then where would we be? Where would we be? Would Brad have made another move for someone else? Someone of Aiden's caliber? Like, I said this in a video before. I don't think it was Aiden's talent that got him on this team. You know why? Because Dan Campbell said no amount of talent is going to get you on the Detroit Lions. I think everything else fit. The intangibles, the motor. We know how the Detroit Lions love quality character guys with high motors. The talent was a plus. This guy is an A1 elite pass rusher, about to be paid in a year. It just so happens that he was good at his job along with the other things. He was the perfect storm, and it couldn't have worked any better with us winning that last game of the season, the Jacksonville Jaguars losing, us swapping number 1 and number 2 picks, and them taking Trayvon Walker and essentially gifting us Aiden Hutchinson. If we don't do that, if that doesn't happen, I think we take Trayvon Walker, because there had been some rumors that he would be part of the team, that we were going to take him, and that's our guy. Maybe Detroit does something different. Maybe if we don't have an elite pass rusher, maybe we have several mid-tier pass rushers. Maybe. I don't know. The world may never know, as the Tootsie Roll people would say. So we'll find out if what Muhammad is capable of when he takes the field against Lamar Jackson. And that is going to be quite the task. One thing I can say for like the DN position, he's kind of agile. You know what I'm saying? He's on the lighter side of 250. You got Hutch like 265, 270. James Houston was right around there, 245, 250, somewhere around there. So I think Muhammad is better than Houston, but and I think they have both had 1 sack on the season. By the way, go take a look at James Houston with the Cowboys. He's the same way. Good for a sack or 2, but good to get bodied as well. Sorry, I had to bring him up. Anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Are you content with where we are? I'm pretty sure that nothing against this guy, but our team is the mystery man. Our defensive line, outside of Tyleek, who's a rookie, Aiden Hutchinson, and DJ Reader, everyone else is the mystery man. Like, real talk. That's the mystery man. Our edge depth is horrendous. Pascal, Levi is done. Pascal's out. Aleem is out. Yeah. So, I mean, one thing I can say about who Brad and Dan choose, these guys play football. If you remember, we want football players. They don't have to be the most talented. They don't got to be great at what they do. They just got to be willing to do it. And that is how you wind up a Detroit Lion. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support I get to do what I do. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. We will be live this Monday night against the Baltimore Ravens. We're going to do a live stream watch party. The YouTube is choosing to hide me. So what that means is if you are looking, I'm supposed to be in your recommendations if I'm on. If I'm live, if I make a video, I should pop, and you're subscribed, I should be in your recommendations. But what YouTube is doing to me, they're not doing it to other creators, but they're doing it to me and maybe some other ones, but some other guys, they not. But what that means is they're like shadow banning us. We can't be found. In order to, if you're wondering if I'm on, I will be on. You might have to come to my channel. You're going to see the live icon around my icon, the live banner, and you might even see the stream set up and you'll see me, but you have to come to my channel. YouTube is not putting me in front of new people or the people who watch me. It's crazy. YouTube started doing that when YouTube TV partnered with the NFL. They don't do it to every creator, but they do it to a lot of us. Big ones don't. I don't know what's going on, but they've been doing this for the last 2.5 years, and it's super annoying. So I will be on this week and next week, and then after that, I'll be heading to Cincinnati, and then I'll be heading to Kansas City after that. So that's one of the reasons I am thankful that YouTube started doing it, in the sense that it made me get out the basement. It made me go out and venture out and start going to these games, and now I wouldn't have it any other way. I really wouldn't. So I enjoy everything about going to games. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.